Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel where I talk about bad decisions and robberies, things like that. Last night was a pretty decent night from the aspect of judging. So I keep track of all the extremely bad judging. Now, there was no robberies last night, but there was bad judging. If you're like, well, if there's no robberies, how was there bad judging? Well, there's a 50-45 last night in the main event. Not possible. I don't care what kind of fight fan you are. Vivian took 2 rounds last night, and all 3 judges had it for her 4-1 or greater. So that just doesn't make sense to me. So there's my little tracker. We'll get into that later. I have a score sheet or keep track of all the judges and their bad decisions. So here we go. Now, the 3 fights that are in discussion. The first one is Piero Rodriguez versus Sam Hughes. I thought this fight was super close. You could have argued Sam won it. So I just want to see a little bit more consistency. Or right here, where Sal Dimiano is the only one to give, or Adelaide Bird is the only one to give Piero Rodriguez round 1, and the other 2 gave her round 3. And I thought Sam looked better in round 1 too. I thought she won round 1 and 3. Those, what I was arguing, it could have went the other way. Not a robbery. It could have went the other way though. Yeah, but I would just like to see some more consistency. I don't have Adelaide Bird on my list yet. Not trying to be too harsh or strict on these judges, but I feel like Piero Rodriguez was getting a pass there last night. So, yeah, I'm starting to think all these judges are crooked based off of certain picks. So you gotta understand the fights that they're gonna rig. So look at the whole fight as a card and know how they've had to rig them, because they can't do them the exact same way. So the round 3 is definitely a round 4 Hughes. So and 1, but the 2 people that are going to fix a fight later have to agree on this fight, so they don't look like the one that's not agreeing, because Adelaide Bird, this will be the only one they mess up, so it'll just be the one mess up from her. So, and they're the ones in agreement here, so it doesn't look too different, because they're all saying that she lost, but there's just a slight disagreement here, right? So not a big deal, but there are tactics, the way they get the fan to accept the loss for the fighter. So here we go. Yeah, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Go ahead, put my tinfoil hat on. At least I don't have my gullible shoes or whatever. Oh wait, where's the other one? So the other one was Martinez versus Brandon Davis, where I thought Mana won round 1. Round 2 was a little closer. But he ended that round with the almost finished him, round 2. But yeah, round 1 was. See, I said you could arguably give every round to Brandon Davis, except he was winning round 2 and then got dropped, and I thought he easily won round 3. So they all gave him round 3. The round 2 is where it's where. So they all gave him round 3, and only Uchimura Kamijo got that one right. Is rounds it, because I had Davis winning that fight. If you look at it as damage or a fight as a whole, and Davis beat him, and I thought he runs round 2 and 3, where 1 was a close round, 2 was slipping away, and then he got dropped, and then 3 was a complete domination. So here I would see, and they're doing up the pattern again, right? So these two give it round 1 and 2. Mike Bell, Tony Weeks. So, and then this person is the one to get it right, kind of. So they always do it with groups of 2 where they're the ones, and the person getting it right, kind of, is over here by themselves. And then, yeah, so one of these rounds are his. He got beat up. Like, they're pushing a very Latino crowd. There's a huge market for it. Hispanic, Latino. So I don't have anything against them. Like 8% tech. I'm just saying, like. And then let's get into this main event. Not one of these rounds or a fight. This fight was not 49-46 or 50-45, and all 3 judges gave it to Grasso that way. So I'm gonna. Sal D'Amato's getting his first strike on the board. Unchihiro and Mike Bell. So Mike Bell has been on my list before. Sal D'Amato's finally getting on the list. He's usually a big popular one. I'm surprised I haven't gotten him yet. But I'm going to keep track of this until like one name really starts piling up. Maybe they're all in somebody's pocket. But it wasn't too bad. It's just the main event was 100% showing that these fights are still rigged, and yeah. Unchihiro, Sal D'Amato, and Mike Bell. So, it wasn't too bad. Like I said, it was close. The fight was close, but the main event was not scored close. So if we go back and look at some of the stats, yeah. He was almost finished on the ground, getting pounded out. Let's see, the Alexa Grasso stats. Yeah, and I don't know who was keeping track of those stats. Like, who was this person that Dom said, we don't get to know who keeps stats. And they didn't count her first takedown either, which was dumb. And they even announced that they didn't. Like, in live time. Oh, that didn't count. Oh, nope, we didn't count it. So, I feel bad for Brandon Davis. He looked good. I thought Sam Hughes looked good. We like Fortis here in Dallas. I like the Fortis team. So, she was looking like she was putting it together. I thought that they could have given Piedad Rodriguez her first loss there and have her work on her skills a little bit differently, because you could tell when the fight ended she was kind of happy. And when you watch the body language of Alexa Grasso when they announce her as the fight winner, and then she kind of knows that she won the fight based off of the judges. Like, when they call it out like that, both fighters kind of know something's going on. So, it's my opinion. They're just you got to accept it and roll with the punches, and eventually they'll help you out later. So, I think it's kind of like a understood but non-spoken agreement that the UFC is pretty much doing to these fighters. So, tell me what you guys think. Am I on to